Well, here's a game we thought would be in the balance. Whilst the Bloods have performed well this season, they are in the top 5. They have been hurt by injuries and they were hurt by suspensions out of last week's game against North Adelaide. That opened the door for the Double Blues, who, whilst they are 9th, certainly we thought was a better side than that. And certainly, well, gee, they opened well, didn't they, Rod?
They did. They needed to. They only won 2 games for the season. Both those games they won the first quarter. So we're looking for a fast start from Sturt today. But they came into this game on the back of 5 consecutive losses. So they were up against it. And I think we had no idea about what we were going to see. But they played a fantastic footy today. Brilliant first quarter. They went on to win every quarter, and they were a dominant team and a dominant display today. In fact, if you look at the Double Blues' performance this season, they'd only won 1 second quarter, and in fact their only winning quarter across the season had been the 3rd term, so they were really up against it. But they certainly started well. They jumped to a 22-point lead at quarter time. They found forwards like Fraser Evans, they found forwards like Matthew Doldig, and all of a sudden they were up and about. And West Adelaide, they really did struggle up forward. That's as simple as that. After John O'Beach kicked that goal at the 9-minute mark of the 2nd term, Sturt added the next 9 goals. And it started on the back of some great defenders, where West have been good in their defensive end. Players like Tambling, Anderson and Martin were brilliant out of defence. And you could see players like Riley, who in the midfield, second half in particular, was fantastic. He was knocking on the door of an AFL career, I reckon. But they just had it everywhere, through the midfield, through their forwards. We spoke about Doldig, players like that around the footy that just did well. And their captain, we see him there, Jade Sheedy, was just outstanding. He had 35-odd possessions and played a brilliant game today. We just see this is some of the classy work as the game really shut down late in the match. Sturt was going to win. They were going to win easily, and Luke Crane, one of the better players on the ground, kicking that beautiful goal. So it was 22 points at half-time, 13 points at quarter time, 22 at half-time, 45 at three-quarter time, and in the end, 58 points was the final margin. The Double Blues winning every quarter, and statistically, well, as you expect, they dominated, but a slight change in their game plan. Absolutely. Prior to this game, they'd had the least amount of kicks in the SANFL and the most amount of handballs. Today, their handballs were on their average, but their kicks are up by about 50. So the ratio was better. They have a lot of players who are great kicks of the ball, and today you can see their marks inside 50 were an advantage. They were first in for the footy, so clearly they won the free kicks. Centre breaks were good, but it was just a dominant display by a team that didn't look good before today, but are on the way back up.
Should all the great things be forgot? Keep your